Welcome again, friends, to the Tezbed channel on numismatics. And today we will look at silver coins and their desirability as an investment. The question comes up because in the last couple of weeks, a number of Indian mutual fund houses have launched silver ETFs or exchange traded funds. So these are funds which hold silver, bullion silver in a repository, and you can buy or sell certificates with that underlying silver as its product. So this is silver. Investing in precious metals like silver and gold definitely helps to diversify your portfolio away from equity and away from debt. And apart from gold, silver is not just a bullion metal, it is also an industrial metal. Almost 40% of the global silver demand is actually used not in jewelry or coinage, but is actually used for electrical and electronics industry. So many of the solar panels that we see around us, they have small amounts of silver in them, as do electric vehicles and so many other things. Which is why, while silver is somewhat diversified away from other asset classes, silver prices can also react to growth in industries like clean tech, green energy, and so on. But is that the only reason you should invest in silver? Silver also preserves value. So silver has been used in coinage for over 2000 years. And in fact, silver was used as currency even in India till 1945. And on the right, you can see 4 examples of British Indian silver coins, which were minted in 1835, late 1800s, early 1900s, and then in the 1920s and 1930s. So over this entire period, silver coins continued to remain identical in weight and silver purity, which really helped them preserve value. And ever since we have moved away from silver as coinage, the price of these coins has gone up more than the price of silver actually. As collectors start collecting these coins get a premium on the silver, on the intrinsic silver that is inside them, and are hence a little more costlier. So if you want to invest in silver in physical form, you are not restricted to just bars. You can also buy silver coins and hold them. And ancient or old antique Indian silver coins are available in literally hundreds and thousands of different options. We have just pictured a few of them here. The big picture, of course, is the 1 rupee silver coins of British India of the 1940s, George VI. And on the right side, the 2 smaller pictures are silver rupees of 2 different Indian princely states. So if you are living in India, you are lucky enough to be able to be spoiled for choice. You can literally choose from hundreds of different options, silver coins which are available in bulk, only at a small premium to their metal value, which is what you really pay as a collector. But before you decide to go into silver using antique coins, there are some things you should know. The first and the most common variety of silver coins available in India are the British Indian coins. These were minted from 1835 to 1938, and then with an altered purity from 1940 to 1945. And on the right side, you can see some of the 2 common varieties on top. Silver coins of Edward VII and George V are the most are called full silver coins. These are 91.7% silver and 1 tola or 11.67 grams in weight. These coins were literally minted in hundreds of millions, and in average condition, you can actually get them at a fairly small premium to their silver value. If the condition of coins is good, such as extra fine, uncirculated, or almost uncirculated, then of course there will be a premium. And there are certain years and dates which are rare, which you will not get easily, and they also come with some premium. The third image on the bottom is a silver rupee of George V. These coins are called half silver coins. In 1939, because of the World War II, the silver content of coins was cut down from 91.7% to 50% silver. And all coins minted from 1940 to 1945 are called half silver coins. So the weight is same, 11.67 grams, but silver content is only 50%. So I think at the current level of silver value, these coins will have maybe 350 rupees worth of silver. And the price at which you can get them is typically a small premium over the silver value. Here again, depending upon the rarity, depending upon the condition of the coin, the price can vary somewhat. But these coins are also very common as they were minted again in hundreds of millions, because do remember, these coins were being used in pre-partition undivided India and many other regional countries which use the Indian rupee as their currency. So literally hundreds of millions of people were using these coins, and so they had to be minted in very large numbers to be viable as a currency. But it was not just British India which minted coins. A number of Indian princely states also minted their own coinage, and here we can look at one of them. This is a 5 kauri silver coin of the Indian princely state of Kutch, based of course in the present region of Kutch in Gujarat. So princely states were typically much smaller than British India, obviously, and so their coins were minted in smaller numbers. So they are scarce compared to British Indian coins, but they still remain affordable, as in you can get them for a reasonably small premium over the silver value. IPS Kutch, IPS stands for Indian Princely State, was one of the most prolific issuers of machine or built coins, possibly because it was a coastal state, so it had ports and therefore trade had made it more prosperous than other states. And on the right side, you see a typical example. These are 5 kauri silver coins. So the British Indian silver coin was about 1 tola or 11.67 grams. These coins were slightly heavier, almost at 14 grams. And the silver content was also somewhat higher. As you can see, these coins are very finely designed with a detailed script and inscription that you can read, and which really makes it a joy to hold as a collector. So it is not just the silver value that you're getting, but you're also getting a historical value. And if you're a coin collector, this is something which really is immeasurable. So if you decide to acquire silver coins within India, you have option of going for British Indian coins, you have option for going for coins of Mughal era, or you have option of going for coins of different Indian princely states or independent kingdoms like the Maratha Empire, the Sikh Empire, and so on. So pictured over here are some of the popular Indian silver coins. The first, of course, is 1 rupee from British India. The second is a silver rupee from the kingdom of Udaipur in Rajasthan. Famous, of course, for Maharana Pratap in the 16th century, but which continued right up to 1948 when it merged with the Indian Union. The third coin, the first from bottom row, is a 5 kauri silver coin of Kutch. And the fourth coin, you can figure out from the image, is a silver rupee of Nizams of Hyderabad. As you can see the image of Charminar. So I hope you found this short video informative. Do keep following our channel and look at our website for more such content. Thank you so much for your time.